In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything. And there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were, and making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
US Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
We're going to nationals!
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
Live from the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex in suburban Kansas City. Back with you for day 3 of the National Championship Tournament for the U.S. Youth Soccer System. We begin this morning with the boys under 13 division. 2006 Pipeline Pre-Academy out of Baltimore, Maryland, taking on Michigan Jaguars 06 Green out of Novi, Michigan. I'm John Schreiner, be along with you here from Field 1 all day today. We get started with a game that's more of a coronation than anything. Both teams already through to the national championship in the under 13 boys division. Michigan Jaguars won their first 2 matches, 5-0 over FC Dallas and 1-0 over Rebels. Pipeline Pre-Academy, pair of 1-0 victories over the same 2 teams. So both these teams have started 2-0. They will be resting a few players, practicing up for that national championship meeting between the 2 very teams you see on the pitch out here today. For Michigan Jaguars, their head coach Dan Trosper. For Pipeline, Philip Greatwich, and we're underway. Jaguars begin with the ball, quickly turned over. Pipeline in the gold and black, Jaguars in the green. Polsky loses possession. Comes back, block the forward pass, out into touch. Throw in to come, Aiden Buff, hands off to Andrew Vartanian. On Elijah, plays the ball down the line. Christian Rugel Jr. Right-footed cross into the box. Comes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Gavin Cote. Both these coaches emphasized to their teams before this match, no injuries, no red cards. You got a championship to play for tomorrow. Exchanges of possession in midfield. And ball played through. Miguel gets it ahead. Cleared away by Carfis. This boys under 13 division, not like the other divisions here at the National Championship Tournament. Just 4 teams qualify. So there is no group stage proceeding to a semifinal and then to the final. Just play a round robin among the 4, and the top 2 get to play in a 1-game winner-take-all national championship. That will take place here in Overland Park tomorrow. One of these 2 we know will go home with the national championship. Picked up by Quick, played through, running onto it. Tokri plays one in. Sabin Russell. A near miss for Sabin Russell. Russell had a goal in the match against FC Dallas. Almost added to his tally right there. It's out for a goal kick. Pipeline gaining possession. Albin played out wide. Comes on Elijah. Orlaja trying to cut it back across the face of goal. Comes to the far post. Shot is deflected. Daniel Klink in there. Got a foot to it. The shot was blocked. It's Tokri. His touch inside goes astray. Pipeline will rebuild. Klink trying to play out wide. Now the throw into Jaguars. Sent right back into touch. You see the player that cuts the tall figure along that far sideline, taking the throw in. Travis Zaleji. It's always interesting to see at this under 13 level. The height differentials can be pretty great. Zaleji looks to be well over 6 feet. Some of the smaller players on these rosters under 5 feet. Now to touch off the foot of Amadou Toure. Zaleji will advance to take the throw. Now throw into Pipeline. Team's coming out in a 4-3-3. Through ball doesn't quite come off. Cote able to clear. Comes back to Vartanian. Orlaja tries to play it through. Looking for Rugel. Throw into Pipeline. Topolsky will take. Nodded back and cleared out. Picked up by Klink. Into the middle for Rugel. Rugel, right-footed shot into the back of the net. And an early goal for Pipeline. Christian Rugel Jr. had a goal in their match. 43rd minute against FC Dallas. He tallies here just before 7 minutes had passed. And Pipeline with a 1-0 lead. Just one good touch to get it to the right foot for Rugel before he buried it in the bottom corner. Jaguars down a goal now. They'll play direct from the kickoff. It's pushed out wide. Comes Buff. Buff into the box, looking for the cutback. And it's canceled out. Edward Smith Jr. back. Concedes the corner. First corner kick for Jaguars. Kevin McBride will take it. Sent in and headed away out toward Rugel. He pops one out to the wing. Missed control by Garen Vartanian. He's able to regain himself, pushed ahead. Now Pipeline will advance. Played out to the wing. Here's Topolsky. Rigel once again. Get it across for Wakefield. Wakefield trying to send Klink through. Klink doesn't get there in time, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't want to go like that, though. I'm not trying to go just like...
Our officials today for this match, the head referee, the man in the middle, Ricardo Ocampo. On the near side, the assistant is Jacob Urban. The far side, Carlos Pialago, and our fourth official, Jordan Downs.
It is now.
Now, crossed in for Pipeline.
Like
Klink couldn't get there. Jaguars will be able to move it out. Toure played back to Smith. It's Toure moving up the wing. Ball played back dangerously. Had to be dealt with. Jaguars trying to advance out. Smith punches one upfield toward Klink. For Elijah. It's played down the line. Topolsky picks it up. Tries to go past Buff. Doesn't quite make it happen. Now it comes back to the middle of the pitch. Russell nearly scored just a couple minutes into this one. Out for a throw, Garrett Albin. Now Toure will take. Toure sends it all the way back. Tyler Mazedra. Big boot ahead. There's Topolsky finding himself in some space. Find a pass back to the middle. It's picked off. Smith reverses the turnover. Now it's out into touch throw into Jaguars.
Have you ever gone around? How many?
Elijah cutting. It's right past Buff.
I only got right part of one.
Noah Carfus comes over, concedes the corner. Pipeline will have another chance to add to their total.
I have about 5.
Scared Albin to place it down. Trying to pick out an option inside the area. It's played near the top of the box. Elijah tripped up, no foul. Topolsky back out for Albin, sent in. Headed back. Elijah trying to track it down. And it's played out for another corner. Corner sent in. Nodded away by Zaleji. Smith will play it back. Zedra. Toure. Wakefield turns it over. It's one back. Pipeline in possession once again. Flicked on, Rugel trying to find it. It's off Garen Vartanian into touch. Pipeline quickly back on the attack.
I saw something like that the Democrats are going to try and stop the funding for the 2026 World Cup because it's not getting equal pay, and I'm just like, you can't do that shit.
Sprayed across for Onalaja. Topolsky making the overlapping run.
I'm not one usually.
Topolsky, left-footed cross, all the way through the middle of the box. Wakefield's shot. Took a deflection on the way through. Another corner to Pipeline.
As you go hang out the boys.
Delivery comes in. Host of green shirts there to deny. Off the rebound. Topolsky. Gets it back from Onalaja. Sent down the wing, too far out in front for Russell. Rugel. Couldn't pick out a pass. Zaleji clears it away. Onalaja cutting in. Rugel. Right-footed shot just outside the post. Pipeline having most of the action here. There's the shot from Rugel. Just shields off a defender. Has a go from about 20 yards out. Not too far off. Ikuaki. Punched ahead by Garen Vartanian. The Pipeline right there. Just right in the face of every player in green as soon as they get the ball. High pressing style. Jaguars have had little room to breathe. Now substitution upcoming. Two players ready to come on for Pipeline. Felipe Oliveira, Travis Kozak. Kozak on for Klink. Oliveira in for Rugel. Another substitute coming on. Kobe Kiamani will come in. According to Philip Graywich, he's the best goal scorer for this side right now. They're without who Graywich believed was his best goal scorer, Cameron Tolson, out injured for this tournament. And their best center back, Charles Green. But Kiamani will come on. He replaces Colin Kelly. We're back to action. Russell trying to gain control. Coming back into the midfield. Instead it's picked up by McBride. McBride between defenders for Russell. Scramble with Wakefield in the middle. Jaguars throw. 20 of the 35 minutes here in the first half have gone by. Now Russell with a little bit of space. Has to play it across. Smith there to deal. On Elijah. Looking for Kiamani. There's Vartanian. Buff has it canceled by Topolsky.
I got it.
Play it.
Ball stayed in. Played along. Here's Kiamani. It's for a long ball through. Almost found its way to Oliveira. The long legs of Travis Zalegi there to take possession. Russell running on. Russell creating some space. Leaves it behind. Shot into the air. Huge save and cleared out by Smith. What a paw stuck in the air by Mazedra. Looked like it was for sure going to sail over his head. Mazedra skies for it. Makes the big save. But a great run by Sabin Russell. Substitutes coming on for Jaguars. Caden Maurer, Ali Hamoud, Eno Shembri, and Braden Backus. 4 new bodies on. Team from Novi, Michigan. And 2 more on for Pipeline. Isaiah Amole and Nicholas Antonakis. Kiamani with a flick. Aki plays it back. Over to Maurer. Karfus out for Zalegi. That's taken away by Toure. Out into touch, throw into Pipeline. pings around. Chance for Jaguars to move forward. McBride. A foul called. Free kick to Jaguars. Again, this is a preview of the national championship match. Will take place tomorrow.
That's why I don't try not to soak up too much.
Both teams come into this one at 2-0. Just the single group in the under 13 division. Top two advancing to the national championship. Good play to get around to Polsky, but it comes off Hamoud last. It will be Pipeline, the team from Baltimore, to throw it in with about 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. On Elijah.
Keeping it, coach, keeping it.
Little overhead flick down the line. Turned over, Jaguars, but it comes all the way through, picked up by Mazedra. Like Julian Quick might get there. Quick, the player that almost scored a few moments ago. Mazedra with the big save. Now at the other end, here comes Oliveira. Left-footed cross on Elijah. Chipped it. Never troubled Cote. More substitutes coming on for Pipeline. Mason Wakefield back at it, as well as Daniel Klink. Christopher Suppan among those coming off. Maurer to throw. Klink. On Elijah. Chiamani leaves it for Elijah, charging down the center of the pitch. Elijah holding off defenders. He's shouldered in the box, no foul called, waved off by Ricardo Ocampo. Take a look. Fair shoulder-to-shoulder contact. There's Wakefield. Tries to take it down line. Came off him last. Zaki. Pipeline with much more possession here to open proceedings in the first half. This Pipeline squad scoring goals for fun early in the season. Lately, just done the necessary with some 1-0s. Regional finals, 1-0. First two matches here at the national championships have been 1-0 victories. Off to a 1-0 start here against Michigan Jaguars. Klink picks up the loose ball. Sprays it down the line. Back inside, here's Kiamani. Has it taken away. Jaguars look to break. Push ahead for Hamoud, goes astray, and gives Pipeline a chance to counter. Here's Onalaja, left-footed shot, well wide. Good effort in taking the space for Onalaja. Got his hips around the shot. Went a bit skew and out for a goal kick. McBride dancing past defenders, playing through for Hamoud. Hamoud cuts it back, but a good touch away. And then a foul committed by Hamoud. Isaiah Mole, good defensive play to deny Hamoud the scoring chance. Zedra. Here's Kiamani. Tried to play one through. Goalkeeper Cote well off his line. And a foul called. It's a free kick to Pipeline. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Sent in, headed straight up, nodded on, just over the bar. Ever so close once again, Pipeline nearly doubling the lead. Header came in from Oliveira. Substitution getting ready for Michigan. Tokri will come back in. McBride coming to the bench for the team in green. We're back to action. Klink gets it back off the header. Looking for Onalaja. Wakefield for the Klink. To Omole. Jaguars to throw. We've had the 35. Headed back on Elijah. Good touch inside for Kiamani. Kiamani cutting. Played right at the defender's Alegi. It's touched outside and Oliveira's offside. Brief check of the watch from Ricardo Ocampo. Played long. Wakefield touch it back. No indication how much stoppage time we'll have. Elijah lets it run. And there's the whistle for the end of the first half. Pipeline on the goal from Christian Rugel. Hold a 1-0 lead over Michigan Jaguars, the team that they will face in the national championship final tomorrow. Players being rested who would normally be starters. Teams trying to save some energy for that big matchup tomorrow. We'll have a second half when we come back. Hope you'll stick around with us.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, you know, just try to give them a future, you know, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
Back with you here. Halftime nearly done. Field number 1 at the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. 1-0 lead for Pipeline out of Baltimore over Michigan Jaguars. In a game that has little consequence on what happens going forward. Both teams have already qualified for the national championship match tomorrow. It's Christian Rugel scoring a goal in the first half for Pipeline. And here we are. Riku Aki will play it back. Jaguars looking to hold a little bit more possession than they did in that first half. Mostly Pipeline controlling the tempo. Aki will play it out. Backus. Back to Zaleji. Onalaja pushed ahead, gets it back. Onalaja driving at the defense. Lay off. Back to the top. Albin has it stripped away. Then a long touch. Gets away from Shembri. Wakefield able to play forward. Toure back to Klink, gets it back. Toure into the corner. Kelly. Amole will send it back.
I got him. He's 18. He's right there.
Sent away by Mazedra. Rugel flicked through. Toure. Jaguars looking to break back the other way. Shembri played forward. Backus. Good combination with Bilan. Pipeline defense, as it has through the first 35 minutes, holding strong here. Lecce gets a boot to it. Rugel running down into the corner. Christian Rugel Jr., goal scorer in the first half.
He's got the height for it.
Rugel. Sent back to Garrett Albin. Nice turn inside for Garrett Albin. Jaguars defense stands strong. Supon heads ahead. Here's Rugel. Onalaja. Topolsky. Onalaja driving through the heart of the defense. Loses out to Rikuaki. For Shembri. Briefly taken away. Now given back on the inside. Here's Backus. Mole standing strong in that center back position for Pipeline. They're racing attack after attack after attack as Jaguars try to venture forward and find the equalizer. It's Klink. Played through for Rugel. Rugel in some space. Touched it right past the defender. Karfus played across on Elijah running on. And it's put behind by Hamoud. Pipeline coming out here in the second half, much the way they spent the first. In possession, driving forward. Garrett Albin will take it. Low driven cross. Zaleji able to clear. Polsky wins it. Here's Kelly. Rugel. Back to Kelly. Pace of play slowing rather noticeably here in the second half as both these teams really trying to conserve energy for the important match to be played tomorrow. Played through, Amadou Toure. Has to go past Zaleji. The long legs and big body of Zaleji just get in the way, and Toure can't find enough room. Off the foot of Aki, it's out into touch. Throw to Pipeline. Taken away by Shembri. Jaguars trying to push. Played across. Tokri. Got it out to Maurer. Topolsky reacts and sends it all the way back to Mazedra. Zone Elijah picking up a loose ball. Played forward for Rugel. Rugel. Shot from distance as well wide. Rugel looking to double his tally. Double the lead for Pipeline. Foul committed. Free kick to the Golden Black. Pipeline Pre-Academy 2016.
Well done, man.
Here is Anthony Topolsky. Delivered in, right into the waiting arms. Gavin Cote. Cote's long punt. Kelly. Turn and retreat. Suppan able to play it out from the back. Finds Onalaja. Onalaja around a defender. Rugel couldn't get his feet sorted out. It's out into touch. Here's Zaleji surveying the options. Decides the best one is to send it back to Cote. Topolsky tosses it in. It's headed right back to him. Here's Suppan.
You've been arrested like 5 times by now.
Turn there from Quick. Unable to do anything after the good turn. All pings around and cleared away. Suppan there to clean it up. Jaguars trying to keep it in. Mole comes out. Played back through. Shembri. Colin Kelly right there in the face of Shembri. That's over the end line. For a corner. Four players on for Jaguars. Sabin Russell, Andrew Vartanian, Aiden Buff, and Garen Vartanian. Substitution set. Corner kick upcoming for Michigan Jaguars. Sabin Russell. Ready to take this corner kick. Russell's delivery. Right to the near post and into the hands of Mazedra.
Again, this is why it has to be on a podcast.
Guaki. Vartanian sends it over. Garfus. Now wide to Backus.
Why do we get more security?
Head for Russell. Backus again. Now here's Aki. Vartanian played ahead. Milan. Russell switches to the right foot, cutting again. Comes back and recovers. Retains possession for Jaguars.
I'm going to release my new album. It's coming out in
Tokri.
20.
Head for quick.
20 at 20.
Now out wide, here's Backus. Backus to Russell. Russell with an errant touch. Backus' shot is blocked. Thought he'd have another opportunity. This one cleared out. Aki up. It's Russell with the cross. Played inside. Running onto it, Aiden Buff. His touch leads him a little too far toward the end line, and it's over for a goal kick. Chance for some more substitutions.
Start your own podcast. You have like a good
Oliveira,
podcast. You can start.
Kozak coming on for Pipeline. Maurer will come on for Jaguars.
FBI wants to know your location. But we're not even doing anything at the dark web. No, I haven't been to the dark web, but I know what it is. I don't want a virus. Considering my dad is a cybersecurity seller and he's like super high tech, you would find out instantly with my firewall. So yeah, that's a no-go.
Ball played through. Oliveira was the runner. And the Pipeline staff asking their players to back off. No more high pressing. Want as little contact the remainder of this match as they can have. Elijah picks up a loose ball. Three more substitutes coming in at midfield for Pipeline. Neither team really interested in committing to too much here. Carfus, send it across. D'Artagnan all the way out to the wing. Gets it back.
Ever heard rap god and actually worked out too?
Toure. Trying to play through. Didn't quite come off. Or Elijah. Played ahead for Oliveira. Off his foot. Jaguars able to collect. Move right there. Russell, he loses possession. Just driving into the box. Sabin Russell looking dangerous. Gets the ball back. Maurer loses to Onalaja. Onalaja stuck in from Riku Aki. Play on, says the official. Tokri was tugged back. It's Backus. And then the clearance comes for Pipeline. Substitutes coming on for Pipeline. Kiyomani, Smith, Antonakis.
I'll release again 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. 2020, 2020, 2020.
We're 14 minutes remaining in regulation here. Michigan Jaguars. Pipeline Pre-Academy. A preliminary to the national championship match will be played tomorrow. Here's Backus. Karfus. Vartanian. Karfus will send it out wide. Backus pushed off by Kelly. Retains possession. Backus between defenders. Keeping the ball alive. Finally over the end line for a goal kick. Michigan with an opportunity. Couple more substitutes for Pipeline. Klink and Rugel coming back on. Rugel the goal scorer. Things started early with that tally. We remain at 1-0. Pipeline. Corner kick comes to nothing for Jaguars. Here's Rugel. Now Jaguars, the deep turnover. Russell couldn't beat Smith, and it's out for a throw. Klink. Up ahead for Oliveira. Tokri skipping past the defender. Played back inside. Crossed. Kelly picks it up. Gets around Maurer. Aki picks it up in midfield. Backus. Out-dueled by Toure. He clears downfield. And 60 minutes done, 10 minutes to go. Final preliminary in the under 13 boys division. There's Klink. Played through, good run by Kozak, but it's canceled by Karfus. And a throw into Pipeline. Philip Greatwich just asking for his team to hold on to the ball. Doesn't want that back line chasing any more than they have to. It's sent all the way back from Klink to Mazedra. Klink. Over the touchline, and it's a Pipeline throw. From the throw, nodded forward. Aki. Got ahead to it, but Pipeline will be back in possession. Comes off the foot of Kozak last. And now a throw to Jaguars. Orlaja. Left-footed effort comes through. Toure didn't quite get there. Cote able to pick up and distribute. Maurer is fouled. Mortanian will come over to take the free kick. Orlaja comes off. Wakefield on. Maurer down into the corner. Cuts back. Right-footed cross, almost found Russell. That's off the toe of Edward Smith, the third. Corner kick to Jaguars. 6.5 to go.
I think it's professional. I think it's a professional. So.
Headed on. Smith's clearance goes astray, kept in. Backus, back to the right foot. His curling effort no good, picked up by Russell. Smith doing battle. And out of the clash of bodies, Edward Smith the third. Hits it right off the head of Sabin Russell. Rugel. The far side, Oliveira Wins the throw in. It's Wakefield.
Oh my gosh. All right. I need to legit turn the camera around and put it over there.
Played out.
Oh my
Aki for
gosh.
Jaguars.
That's sad.
A little under 5 minutes remaining. Final preliminary, boys under 13 division 1-0. Pipeline leading Michigan Jaguars. These two will meet again tomorrow in a match for the national championship.
I'm gonna watch everything.
Russell tries to chip it in. Smith is there to deny.
Field 2, like the teams.
Now Wakefield, what can he do with it? Surging ahead. Karfus watching, waiting, steps in. Out into touch. Throw in for Pipeline. Amadou Toure coming off. Julian Quick coming on for Pipeline. Thrown in deep. Here's Rugel. Pushed ahead. Russell couldn't quite control. Kiamani tripped up. Ineffective clearance for Maurer. Now here's Kozak with the cross. Troubled Cote. Under 3 remaining in regulation. Kelly tried to cut it back. He's fouled. Pipeline will have the free kick. And Tanakis will play it back. Tyler Mazedra.
3 minutes left, guys. There's gonna be 1 minute of stoppage time. Shouldn't be any.
Klink. Launched ahead. Wakefield and Rugel running on. Karfus able to play it back. Already a check of the watch from Ricardo Ocampo. Minute and a half to go. Buff looking for a through ball. Didn't have the runner. And now Mazedra will take all the time he wants. Given away to Maurer. Now Aki with it. Jaguars, can they make one last foray and create a chance in the closing moments? Tried to play through. Tanakis came through, cleaned it up. Wakefield looking for Rugel. Clearance, not through. Rugel one-on-one with the keeper, plays it along the ground, just missed the outside of the post. Rugel had a chance to bury his second goal as he had picked up the loose ball, turned over by Karfus. But as he tried to pass it into the back of the net, the pass was wide, and we remain 1-0. We've had the 70 minutes now. And there's the final whistle. It's a 1-0 victory for Pipeline. They will see Michigan Jaguars again tomorrow. A national championship on the line. The goal from Christian Rugel. Jaguars could not answer. That's going to do it for our first match here. Field number 1 from the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. Day number 3, match day 3 in the group stages. National Championship Tournament. Got more action coming up for you in just a moment. Boys under 16 action. Baltimore Celtic Premier and FC Dallas 03 Premier coming up next right here on Field 1. Thanks for joining me, John Schreiner. I want to remind you that this production of Turbo Sports is brought to you by the following sponsors.